Hi everyone. This is Melia Mucks About, preparing to muck about once again in the extended universe of Final Fantasy 15. Hello, Tier! Thanks for joining. I usually was starting off all of my streams with a little bit of lore, just because it gives people time to realize my stream is going and to join if they want to. However, episode Ardyn is sort of in and of itself this gigantic deep dive into lore. So I have been choosing to start in some different ways. I think for this time I'm just sort of going to review some of the things that we learned last time and talk a little bit about Prologue, which is one of the anime pieces that you can still find on YouTube. Just look on the Square-Enix channel, and if you put in Final Fantasy 15 Brotherhood, there are 6 episodes. The first 5 basically talk about how the bros got to know each other and deepen their relationships, but the 6th is Prologue, and it is all about Ardyn. So some of the things that happen in Prologue, it's very open to interpretation. So I will admit here I'm going to be giving you my interpretation and how I think that this ties in and leads to Dawn of the Future. So my version of Prologue is that there were basically 2 brothers, Ardyn and Somnus, and the gods were deciding between which one would be the king of men. And they've always talked about that the oracles were the only ones who could really speak to the gods. So the very first oracle, Era, was engaged to Ardyn, and she was waiting to hear from the gods which of these 2 men, these 2 brothers, would be king. And it is really kind of sad because they even had a detail that we saw in episode Ardyn last time, talking about the swords, that these 2 brothers even had magical swords that were forged together in the hopes that they would rule in tandem and support each other, and this is not how this story went. So the night before, sorry, I should back up a little bit. So Ardyn became increasingly suspicious of his brother, was afraid that Somnus, who was very cold and very much I will do anything if the ends justify, or the means justify, the ends justify the means. So a plague broke out, and Somnus was going around and burning whole villages to control the plague, which is a way of controlling plague. I will give him that it was effective. Ardyn was a healer, and he had been given a gift from the gods to absorb plague. So the 2 brothers kind of came to where they were fighting each other and butting heads over their different ways of handling the problem, and Ardyn began to worry that Somnus was going to kill him. So Ardyn ran away, and the night before the gods said which one of them was chosen as king, Somnus went to Era and basically said, "Can you tell me, who has been chosen?" And Era was not supposed to mention who was. She did tell Somnus, and then Somnus did a coup. And so the big question is, was Somnus actually chosen? Was the coup because he was not chosen and he was stealing the throne? In which case, all of FF15 suddenly comes into this huge question. And some of the dialogue we've seen suddenly means so much more. This is why I love this game. This is why I find it so layered. And you go back every time that people have called him Your Majesty, or told him that Noctis is the true king. If Noctis is actually from the usurper's line, all of that becomes very interesting and painful. And that is really one of the things that would just drive Ardyn crazy. So the 2 brothers ended up fighting. Era jumped between them. Somnus ended up dealing her a mortal blow, intentional or not. And Ardyn basically went to the gods. In his time, the gods were really just the crystal that was there. And so he kind of went to ask why. Why did this happen? Why are you allowing Somnus to take the throne? Why am I being given this really shitty fate? And when he touched the crystal, it blasted him away. And I do think that that is important. It's really only in Dawn of the Future, but I think that accounts for Ardyn's immortality. And so I kind of wanted to bring that up just as saying, Bahamut has always said, oh, it's the scourge that makes him immortal. I don't think it is. I think a piece of his soul got stuck in the crystal. And that's also part of what you see end of main game, where you had to kill his physical form, and you had to go in the crystal and put his spirit to rest as well because of this huge magical accident. So at any rate, those were all things that we discovered last time. We also discovered that roughly, let's see, I got some dates because the timeline, roughly 30, let's see, I'm terrible at math. Yeah, about 30 years before the finale of main game, there was a Founders Day that Ardyn crashed. However, while I'm going through this, and I'll go ahead and load my game, keep in mind that nobody can see that this is Ardyn. He is using his chameleon ability. And so all of the Lucian soldiers and such from this point forward are seeing him as just another Lucian soldier. So this is just giving me some battle instructions: circle behind enemies and blindside them to create an opening and render them vulnerable to demonification. But there's just so much history to this, and I really think playing as Ardyn was such a unique move by the Square team. It really has opened up so much lore, so much understanding of this character, and really people do fall into two camps. I know some people who hated this episode. It made them hate Ardyn even more. I know other people that just broke down and were like, oh my gosh, I finally understand this character and I'm totally in his camp. Like, what happened to him was not right. So there are some very heated discussion forums even to this day. I will say that 15 is great at inspiring passion. And then once again, this is Melia Mucks About, preparing to muck about in the extended world of Final Fantasy 15. Thank you to everyone for joining. I know, someone in chat says, I love this episode and still hate Ardyn. Valid. Totally valid. So once again, I'm looking around, and this is Insomnia. Pristine, untouched. This is 30 years before main game. And Ardyn's just here to kind of cause some trouble. Niflheim is asking him to take down some generators and try and break down the walls. So while I look like Ardyn, remember no one else can see that I am Ardyn. I need to very quickly remind myself of buttons and what I can do, and also note that I have a descension instead of an ascension. Do I have any points that I can use? Yeah, I do. So let's see. What can I get? Let's see. Oh yeah, let's do another loop. There are some pretty nasty abilities he has too. Greatly increase HP and MP. Not so much on that one. Oh, these are Ifrit skills. Let's go back up. I can absorb more. What's this top level give me? Convert all remaining MP into spectral energy. I can't remember. Hold. 32. Oh, I'm just one short of that one. I guess we'll just do what we can. And MP after parrying. Alright, now I'm going to save up a little bit. Alright, so we're just here to cause trouble. So cause trouble I will. As you explore Insomnia, destroy decorations and other objects related to the Founders Day Festival to boost your score. And of course, this is also because Ardyn is just furious at Somnus. Oop, other button. There we go. I do love his abilities to shadow travel. There's so many cool things about the gameplay of this one and the lore. This episode is just fantastic all over. And I guess those are the towers that I need to go to, so I'll start heading to one of those and destroy things along the way. My friend here told me that this episode is basically Ardyn popper of balloons, which was not what she expected, and I think that's the best description I've ever heard of this. Oh, I feel so bad whenever the Crown's Guard actually finds me. You have no hope, guys. Like, go home. And the worst part is realizing that all the snotty things Ardyn says, he actually means. Things like, oh, that almost hurt me. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't call for reinforcements.
How tragically weak you are.
How tragically weak. Someone says best way to speed gloom, pop balloons. Oh, I went too far. He is so easy to move quickly. Oh, there's a balloon! We must pop at least one balloon, right? Alright, how do I get to you? It is amazing how you can travel up and down these buildings, though. I love the miasmal. Oh, flagpole, going down. Alright, I need to find out how to get up there. Ooh, blue glowies. Collect items around Insomnia and sell them at shops for money. I love that there are still shops open. Oh, there's another one. Yes! Oh, I guess someone showed up, so death to the poor Crown's Guard. If I would stop falling off the building. Alright, trying this again. Hazards of having just learned the buttons last time and then stopping. Alright, should be able to do Armature Unleashed. What was that one? Nope, nope. That. Nope. There we go.
Behold!
Oh, I'm so sorry, person. I do feel slightly guilty. Oh, just not happy. Alright, I want to pop a balloon. Wow, they're actually hard to get up to. I may have to think about how to pop balloons. And there's also some controversy over the song. I happen to love this song. I think it was a perfect choice. I think there's also a lot of people who despise it. No, I went up. Thank you. I want the balloon going. Ooh, this looks interesting. Let's break it. Destroy nearby mana fonts to begin deactivating the wall amplifier. And of course, deactivating the wall amplifier is bad things for Lucius. Oh. The worst part about this episode too is if you actually manage to kill Ardyn, he just gets worse.
Forgive me, but I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Yeah, someone in chat says they love how Ardyn encourages them. Ooh. Ouch. They might knock me down, but they have not defeated my spirit. Oh, all three at once. Oh, so not good.
This is going to hurt.
That's what you think. There is an elimination happening here. It is not Ardyn.
I'd love to see you try.
And there are tough fights in this. Don't get me wrong there, but I do think they also wanted to really give you an idea of how overpowerful Ardyn is. Ooh, the Queen! Defeat the newly activated Guardian to fully disable the wall amplifier.
All trespassers shall be eliminated.
The kingdom's defense budget is
Shadow
sure
step behind
nothing.
enemies and attack to blindside them. Successful blindside can leave them up.
Let's get this over with.
She is fast. Something about her. I can also call Ifrit.
All hail the Almighty!
Oh.
Interesting. It seems there's another line of defense waiting to deploy. Over here!
Alright, she's still up. Oh, she's still up.
Oh dear, you look like you've seen a ghost.
I think I ducked her shuriken while I was demonifying someone. That's sort of sad. Ooh. Now, that wasn't very nice.
Not bad.
Ooh, I can demonify her. Wow, Guardian disabled. Oh, I am sad how easy that was. And also, how much money did the Kingdom of Lucius put into their defense budget? Let's talk about this. You have overtaken Sector B. Hostiles have been weakened, and if you look around, there's tons of things to grab, and there are fun things to do in Ardyn. I will not do all of them, but let's see. Yes, there it is, across
One
the road.
device down.
It doesn't seem to have had any effect just yet. Keep going for now.
Alright, earn ability points by game modifying enemies, then use those to activate the nodes and acquire abilities. We already looked at that a little bit earlier. Oh hey, I think I have enough to get that, what was the 32 one that I was looking at? Tornado, oh yes. Okay, so you do not have to do these in order, and I can hold circle for dark energy. Alright, we'll give that a try.
Sir, one of the wall amplifiers has been destroyed. But why would he target them? Is this a NIF attack? We haven't sighted any Imperial soldiers inside or outside the wall, sir. Then they must have sent him to do their dirty work. Stop him at once, sir!
Oh, if only they could. I love that they give you the option of running around as well, if you just want to run around. Alright, I want to check my map, see if I'm anywhere near... areas to visit, add it to the map. Oops, it's up to my right. Okay. I am so sorry, poor person. You really shouldn't have come up here.
Over here.
Oh, he's even calling them. Wow, bouncy. No. Alright, I gotta get out of these crates. The crates are driving me a little nuts. There we go. Sword dance. Ooh, I think they're about to airstrike me.
This is going to hurt.
Yes, this is going to hurt. Alright. Oh, there's still one of those. Wow, even through the shield.
The sweet release of death.
And now that's an interesting comment where he says, you know, you get to know death. And I think that goes back to Ardyn is immortal, and he just really doesn't want to be. I think that's one of his big motivations. Oh, more things for me to knock down. Just beautiful gameplay, and here is one of the more amusing things. As you go through these districts, you can stop at hat shops and buy hats to wear. I just love that Final Fantasy never takes itself seriously. So we have 10,000 yen. I could get a graduation cap or a tricorn. Does anyone in chat have a preference of what we buy? Straw hat, graduation, tricorn? Let's see, I guess I will go with graduation for now. And of course they all give you different abilities, but if someone else wants the straw, okay, I'll do the straw hat. Since chat has demanded. And then do I have enough? I think I still have enough to get the graduation. We'll do both. Alright, so let's go try this on because, you know, we just bought hats, so of course we have to. A freak. Hopefully a freak can't have hats. That would make me sad. Yes! Graduation cap. Oh, so bad! Alright, we'll straw hat it for a bit. I don't know if we can hat a freak. Let's see if we can. No, he's just the abilities. Sadly, confirmed, you cannot put a hat on a freak. But here you get a nice close-up and you can see how he is severely corrupted as well. You can see all that blackened skin. He has been hit with Star Scourge from Ardyn, and that's partly why he is under Ardyn's sway. Alright, so let me find another one of these towers. That's what we're really supposed to be doing, not just hat shopping. Oh, and destroying decorations along the way.
I do that?
Yes, I did that. Oh, he's such a snot. I love him so much. I'm still sad I wasn't able to pop a balloon. Ew, I want that decoration. Oh, I haven't tried my new toy yet. Alright, back up, because I want to try my new toy. I thought it was just circle to do that swirl, but apparently not.
That was thoroughly disappointing.
I agree. I keep losing the towers because I just get so caught up in wanting to go and hit all these signs and destroy everything. And it's sad. I love Insomnia. I shouldn't want to do this. Yeah, I wouldn't try that. That didn't go well for you. Alright, it's a tower over there. Over there. There's a tower. We'll just wade through all the people to get there. Ooh, for a moment I had a circle. I wonder if that was my prompt. Would you stop attacking me? You just end up dying. Too slow. Still got him. But this really does bring home just Ardyn really could have wiped the floor with the bros anytime that he wanted to.
This is going to hurt.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I can take out cars! I should have known. Oh, more boards. There is something just very stress relieving about this episode. Hey, focus, focus. Gotta get to a tower. Royal Guards may assault you without warning while moving about Insomnia. Time your button press with the on-screen prompt to gain the upper hand. As though we didn't have a big enough upper hand.
Can't say you didn't try.
Oh, and the
dear.
insult.
Did I do that? Perhaps I'll take the high road.
Wow,
I
he's
must
just
say,
death on a
I expected
cracker.
more from you.
Yeah, someone in chat says they love the "Look What You Made Me Do" video. There is an absolutely fantastic AMV. I am not sure who did it off the top of my head, but yeah, to the song "Look What You Made Me Do." I will link to it in my video when I post to YouTube for this one because it is amazing, and anyone who loves Ardyn, or even doesn't love Ardyn, should see it. And there is a lot of truth to it. I'm not saying that Ardyn is right, but I do think a lot of his rage is justified.
I have sworn to vanquish all who would besmirch this sacred
Ooh, another Guardian.
All trespassers shall be eliminated.
Ooh, not nice. We are going to shadow step behind if we can. Oh, almost. Oh. Rude. But I think it's also important to point out that Ardyn was only awake for... Well, they pulled him off Angel Guard in 721, and the final battle is in 766, so 40 years or so. It's not like he was out for the entire 2,000 years. He was definitely in that prison in Angel Guard for a long time. Ooh, I am getting hurted. I'll just summon my god that I have in my back pocket. Notice that Ifrit shows up to help more than the gods did in main game.
In times of crisis, they call upon the kings of yore to come to their aid. Bless their souls. If they summon the overlord, perhaps I'll see that long-lost brother of mine.
Oh, and right there, I think, is one of Ardyn's main motivations. Ooh, they managed to kill me, so now I just get worse.
Will never fall!
Now, if she did manage to get my cap all the way down, I would permanently die. But it's pretty tough to do that. And I think I hit twice as hard. Oh, and now I'm all healthy again. Yes, someone in chat says 2,000 years of nightmare dreams. He definitely was in a fever dream stage, and I think Versailles even said he's lost all sense of time, which you can completely understand how and why. I've overtaken Sector D! Alright, where's the hat shop? The hat shop is going to be to my right.
Things are going swimmingly.
Wonderful. Here's hoping you can continue unimpeded. He's going after the wall amplifier, sir.
What? Another Guardian? Oh, I missed that one. I didn't miss that one. Ooh, the spears. Oh, I'm not doing so well avoiding the blows this time.
You pay.
I just find it terrifying that when you put him down, usually it's just worse. You shouldn't bother killing him. Although he might get me with one more mace. Oh, he did! And Ardyn's revenge is over! Alright, let's see. I think I might have some sort of thing. Do I have anything that I can give myself? I don't know that I can Phoenix down. That's hilarious. I was trying to get away. Now, we'll have to see what happens. And apparently you can get a game over. Applause for me actually managing to die as Ardyn. I'll just continue from the checkpoint. It's almost impressive. It is very difficult to do. Hello, Zillowbee! Thank you for joining. I know, it's actually impressively difficult to die as Ardyn, so I'm amazed I did that, but... talking and gaming. No, focus. Okay, onto this. Yes, Ardyn's revenge is not over. We'll just move on. No one saw that. Luckily, it just takes me back to the beginning of this battle, I believe. But earlier, he was talking about how the, we should call on the kings of war whenever they're in trouble. And I do think that Ardyn has a huge vendetta against his brother, and has realized that there's a chance to possibly have his brother brought before him again. Alright, this time I'm gonna pay a little more attention, try not to die so quickly.
Enjoy. In times of crisis.
Yeah, I guess we'll get a nice little repeat of this comment.
bless their souls. If they summon the old horde, perhaps I'll see that long-lost planet of mine.
I did forget that the Fierce with his mace is quite a heavy hitter. Where is she? There she is.
Ooh. No, I need to hit that. Thank you.
Guardian disabled. Alright, so that is 2 down. We've overtaken Sector D.
Things are going swimmingly.
Wonderful. Here's hoping you can continue unimpeded.
At which point they put me in a
He's going
cage.
after the wall amplifiers, sir.
Oh yes, yes he is.
I'll station reinforcements around the outer walls.
I will take the Fierce while he's vulnerable! Because I don't fight fair. We have established this. Ooh, no, I want to go there. That was handy. Let's try not getting hit by that mace. That was painful. I can also just call in a freak for this one. The Fierce has put up a guardian shield. Not that it's gonna help you, fella. I'm pretty sure a freak can hit me too. Little royal guard hiding behind a freak's ankles. It is not a safe place.
Not even close. Think you can kill me? I'd love to see you try.
I wouldn't count them too much. They got us already once.
This is going to hurt. How's that? It's over.
It is sad hearing them trying to relay orders back and forth, not sure what's going on. You guys really don't want to kill me.
I will never fall.
I wonder if I have any other abilities. Nope. Just checked, it's still only Fire Aga.
So this is it.
Die.
Damned monster.
Yeah. You could say that.
How lucky you are to know the sweet release of death.
You know, I should check as well what the straw hat does. Let me just double check that I didn't put on, because sometimes the hats can also give you abilities. Let's see. Straw hat, a breathable hat. Perfect for a sunny summer day. Increases maximum magic points, but reduces fire and lightning resistances. Okay, that's not too bad. We'll keep the straw hat on. Alright, which way is our hat shop? Let's see, it looks like a little bit to the right. I think it's going to be over this way. I should probably try and gather some of the blue glowies and things as well. Ooh, pretty perfume bottle. It's just crazy how he can cross these distances so quickly. Alright, hat is down. Oh, look at the laundry! I want to go look at this person's laundry. I don't know why that makes me laugh so much, but it does. Some sweatpants, towels, just the details they have are amazing. Alright, which one of these is? Let's see, that's candy. Doesn't look like a hat shop. Is it up? Gotta be close by. Alright, over here. Yes, I'm getting closer, and here it is. Woo! See if we can afford any other hats. No, I cannot afford any of them. A party hat, graduation cap, tricorn. Okay. I am sad. I am hat poor. Alright, let's go find another tower. But I do think the episode Ardyn, and one of the big themes of FF15 as well, is just the idea of monsters and monstrous. Who is the real monster here? You know, you look at Ardyn, and yes, people are calling him a monster. Yes, he does horrible things. But there was also Versailles, who created all of the Magitech troopers and is doing scientific and human experimentation. There are lots of people in this doing lots of horrible things. And then there's actual monsters. And so it does become a really interesting question of what makes someone monstrous. If a person does monstrous things, are they a monster? Alright, random running around, not helping. Let's pause, take a look at the map. Oh, I think there's one right behind me. Yeah. Okay, we cleared that one out. That one's pretty close. We'll head that way. Past more laundry. Blue glowy! No! Defeated by a wall. Oh yeah. I should double check, see if I can get any other abilities really quick. 40. Convert all remaining MP into spectral energy. 32. Press circle. Oh, that's the sniper rifle. No, thank you. Should probably get a little bit more HP and MP. Let's just go through some of these power-ups. Wow, they made it really easy to give him lots of HP and MP. This is sad. Okay, I feel better going into battle now. Alright, they landed a good hit. I don't know what that is, but I don't want to hang out for it. I just see a lot of blue lights converging on me. Oh, come on, I was close to the 5 hits for demonification.
Is this truly the
5. Come on, there we go. I apparently got a Royal Guard ID. I don't think I needed one, but I have it now.
over here?
Oh. I I like it just fine. Oh. Gosh, every time I see that circle, I'm in a spot where I can't press it. There we go. I do feel mildly guilty. Ah, there's a rail card over here. Come here, straggler. But as fun as it is going through Ardyn, I also want to talk about at the end of it how this leads to the Dawn of the Future book, which I actually highly recommend. I do not like the guy with the mace. No fierce guardians are rough. Alright, we're gonna read. I love that I turn into a spinning blade of just destruction.
Don't hold back now.
Oh, we cleaned that up pretty quick. There's the fierce.
Oh yes, I will take that.
The king must be in his castle. Never fear, your majesty. I'm on my way.
And a third tower, Sector G, overtaken.
Almost done. How does it look?
Quite promising. We should be able to break through the barrier with a well-timed assault. You ought to evacuate lest you get caught in the crossfire.
Yes, but there's something I must attend to first. I've got a king to kill.
What? That wasn't part of the plan.
I finished my work. Now it's time to play.
But we...
No, Bars. You just stick to your plan and keep the boys in black busy for me. Now, off to see His Majesty who lives in the house that Somnus built.
Oh, that is just so menacing.
Unfavorable. The target has been destroying all the wall amplifiers. Who is he? We can't identify him. He's a skilled combatant, but he seems to have the Infernian under his control. I fear we must prepare for the worst, Your Majesty.
Yeah, so even the Lucians are getting an idea that something really bad is going on. Hey, where are you? I know that someone's around. There you are. Oh, it is going to hurt.
Can't say we didn't try.
I do want to attempt to find some of these treasure chests just to make sure that I have enough
Perhaps
resources
I'll
and
take the highway.
such. Let's see. Do you see blue glowy? I do not see blue glowy. Is it up? Up, up, up. Can I go up? Wow. Oh, I know where that one probably is then. Right. Oh, did I miss it? Might have missed it. Oh, there it is. Sometimes you just gotta fall off the building and hit the ledge. Okay, let's see. There's another treasure chest over here. But I had talked about in the past with my games that there were a lot of things about main games that I felt were unresolved. Right, blue glowy, sorry, looking around. Oh, there it is in the grass. There's a quick one to see. Unfamiliar coin. Go. And some of the things that were unresolved included that Luna never made the covenant with Ifrit because Ifrit is under Ardyn's control. And that is one of the things that does actually get handled in Dawn of the Future. Oh, nice try, guys. I am afraid today was not your day. It's
How
just
lucky
sad.
you are to know the sweet release of death.
Oh, it's so scary how quickly he takes people down.
Alright, glowy, glowy. Oh, I see it. It's over here in between the cars. I guess I could clear out the cars if I want.
Will it let me? Yes, it will! I'm so sorry, nice cars. Gotta have some fun with destruction when I'm playing the bad guy, right? Alright, I think I'm gonna go ahead and take down at least one more of the towers just for fun. And then we'll head off to go kill the king.
Well, better luck next time, I suppose.
Oh, it's so sad. But other things that were left unresolved from the main game as well is there's always been a huge theme about this wedding that was supposed to happen between Noctis and Luna. And one of the things that I feel like I can talk about now that I didn't want to do earlier because of spoilers in main game is really everyone except Noctis knew that wedding was not going to happen, which is really sad when you think about it. But I do think that Ravus and Luna both were aware that it would cost her life in order to do the covenant and wake the gods. She was obviously beginning to suffer injuries. Sorry, just getting my bearings. And even King Regis, I think, was aware of it. So it really is amazing to go back to the movie Kingslave and watch when Ardyn comes in and announces that one of the olive branches that Niflheim is offering is this peace treaty where they want Noctis and Luna to be wed. And I think just the expression on Regis's face is amazing because he knows it's not possible. I think that's one of the big things that tipped him off to this is not going to... This is probably a trap. This is not a real treaty being offered.
Forgive me, but I'm in a bit of a hurry.
But they really don't ever lose the theme of the wedding through the entire thing. You end up going to Altissia, which is where it's almost like a honeymoon city, and you see the wedding dress. And even when you go into the DLCs and you start seeing things, they talk about, like in episode Ignis, you know, Ravus was talking about what a beautiful bride Luna would have been.
Alright, double check if that's my closest tower. Yes.
So there are just so many story themes and elements, and that's why when people say, you know, do you think that Dawn of the Future is a different ending? I think both main game ending and Dawn of the Future exist in tandem. I think one is if you choose to accept your fate, and one is if you choose to defy your fate.
Oh, I see Googly over here.
So I think that they both kind of carry equal weight, but I do think that Dawn of the Future fits to a bunch of the foreshadowing. It handles a bunch of the themes that weren't resolved, at least to my satisfaction, so highly, highly recommend that you get a copy. Especially if you enjoy this story and you want to see what happens. And I will say one thing, without being too spoilerific, that I really enjoyed about Dawn of the Future, and I wish they'd gotten to with the DLC, is that's where the girls really came to the front. Most of this was heavy with the bros and their travels.
Yes, sacred pain. I know, you're going to protect him.
Only you're not.
Oh. Pull your balls, yes.
But Dawn of the Future really was where you got episode Aranea, and you found out about a girl that she ended up adopting. A character that you never meet main game named Soul, who's sort of the one who inherits and redeems Niflheim. And it just would have been so lovely to see the nice balance of having the female characters and the parts that they play, because they do play important parts that just sadly were not developed. Oof. Oh no! Now there's two of them! Eek! Reinforcements activated. Fine, I call reinforcements. If we're gonna play reinforcements, we'll play reinforcements.
All hail the Almighty!
Oh, the sheer scale of these battles is amazing. They're so fun. No, no, stay on the one that's vulnerable. There we go. Ooh, let me out, let me out.
Not even close.
I got wedged between a pillar and the Queen Unseen. Wow, so many things to pick up. I should probably head to one of those nearby camps too, just in case.
Can't say you didn't try.
Alright, let me see where camp is. Hard rates. Looks like there's plenty of little treasure chest things this way too. Ooh, I think there's one, yep, right there. This really is even an improvement on the grapple. It's just incredible how quickly he can move. Alright, I don't even know what that pink thing is. Let's go find out. Is it up? Here's one difficult part of episode Ardyn. You're never sure if it's on top of the skyscraper or down below. Well, I found all the trash. I'll just play in the dumpsters here for a moment. And they didn't really ever go into it, but you know, Ardyn, one of his abilities is that he can simply absorb people's memories. There's vending machines? No. And so it does make him the perfect one to gather intelligence and attack a city because he can literally demonify it and he's getting all of their knowledge.
That was thoroughly disappointing.
But the downside of it, of course, is I do think he eventually sort of lost himself and his memories, and so it became harder to tell what was him and what was other people. Definitely by the time you see him in main game, I make no quibbles that he is insane. He just is. Is there a blue glowy back here? Wow, these are hard to find. Alright. Maybe I'll try this one over here. Haha, it is vending machine. It's a shop! Let's see, I can buy potions, high potions. I'm gonna be smart and buy at least a couple. Alright. And let's see if I can find that camp. Looks like the closest one is going to be forward and right. Yes, someone in chat says pausing the assault on the city in order to get a vending drink. It's so true, and I love his save points. They are the best save points in the whole game.
I expected more from you.
I think the fallen over sign there was doing more than those guards did. I want the blue glowing. Give it to me. Yeah, someone says they're surprised that he paid for the vending machine drink. I'm not. Overall, Ardyn does seem to be a pretty decent person, except when it comes to having had his throne usurped and his love killed, and honestly, he and Noctis have a lot in common. Alright, I see there's a treasure chest. Where are you hiding? Okay, so it claims it's in this corner. So if it's not right here, then it has to be... I keep trying to go up and over that. Sometimes he moves a little too fast. Ah, no, stop! Ah, no, on the corner! Okay. Let's just look for that. Camp is now behind you to the right. It's gonna be this way. Yes, there I can see it on the mini-map. And you know, whenever you get tired, just need a moment to thumb through the magazines. I can't even imagine. The city's in flames. There's guards running everywhere. Ardyn just sitting here. Sipping ebony, reading a magazine. Oh, I love his save points. There's just something not right about those. Gotta have the ebony. So true. He and Ignis share a favorite energy drink. Alright, so I've taken out enough of the towers for Niflheim. I think I will go ahead and give King Mors a visit. And we'll see. Episode Ardyn is kind of the end of this particular little arc, so I may end up running over stream tonight. We'll just see how well I do. Running a little overtime. Alright, let's see. Where is the city gates? Forward and left. Ooh, stuff I can destroy.
Shall we get started?
No, I want to destroy this. It's trying to feature on the people, and I'm like, I want to destroy the things. I guess I have to kill the people before I'm allowed to take out lampposts. I'm not sure what that says about values.
That was close.
Armored vehicles. Oh, it's okay. No one needed the armored vehicles, I'm sure. Glowy. All the Crownsguard IDs. I could pretend to be my own Crownsguard Kingslave army. Oh, almost protected by the mirror. Really? You guys want to let me escape? You do.
Over here.
I mean, it's just not even a contest.
How tragically weak you are.
Oh, he's still throwing shade. Can I get up there? Oh, I can, yes.
Enough already.
I could just pop along these, I think. Oh, I can!
I suppose I'll just have to kill you all at once.
I think there were a lot of people who complained we weren't able to explore Insomnia, particularly in main game for that last battle. But this is really your chance to do so and see it before it was filled with flaming dropships and humongous daemons. I mean, obviously they had put together the whole map.
That was thoroughly disappointing. Kaboom!
He said kaboom! There's just something about him actually saying it.
Phew, that was close.
Okay, I'm just having fun destroying some of the Founders Day decorations.
Oh dear, did I do that?
Oh, like I said, this game is just great for some stress relief if you just want to run around and blow things up. Okay, I want to make sure I go to whatever that camp is if I can. Oh.
Don't let him escape.
Okay, wipe out the enemies.
Confirmed sighting of multiple Imperial dreadnoughts outside the wall. So it wasn't an asshole. They counterforced. Attention, first wave personnel. Prepare for deployment.
Yeah, I don't know. Ah, missed that one. And it is very odd to be playing from this side. Oh, I feel so bad, I do. He said oops.
Not even close.
There we go, that one I got.
Think you can kill me? I'd love to see you try.
So this is it. Begin the attack!
Uh-oh, second wave. Yeah, I'm not going to call it free yet. Oh, almost did, but no.
Behold!
Such a bad move.
So this is it.
Oh, giving up the hunt already.
Oh, he's almost hard to play just because he can do so many things. So many horrible, horrible things. Ouch! I took that one to the face.
This is going to hurt.
It did. It hurt. I munched some street. Ooh, there are a lot of guards here, unsurprisingly, given that I'm storming the king's castle.
Lucius can muster.
Oh, that's some shade. Ooh, whatever that is. Nope. Nope.
Over here.
Whatever that is, I don't want to be standing in it. Sure.
Don't hold back now. This is going to hurt.
Ooh. Oh, we've upgraded to Guardians. I apparently killed enough of the foot soldiers.
Not even close.
Ouch. This hurts. At least I got away from that one. Sheer luck there, but I will take it. No, that one. Thank you. Woo, got me hit. Ouch. Oh, good, he missed me. That time he didn't. Oh, no, he did.
Over here.
Ouch. Ooh. I don't want to deal with that. Ooh, I can eat him through it at least. Suppose I can focus on her while she's got his shield up. No! Away from the shield, please. She is dodging the tank.
Must stop you. So, this is it.
Ouch. Alright. Oh, I'm gonna be in danger for a little bit. I just gotta survive.
I've had enough!
I was heading to a safe thing!
It just keeps focusing on him, and I'm trying to get away from him.
Oh, come on!
Die!
Oh, no, no, no!
Flash
Woo!
before my very eyes.
Whew. That was close. That was closer than I want to admit.
Alright, where are you, rogue?
I keep seeing the flash of where she was.
Must stop you.
Where is she?
This is it.
Alright, right there, yeah. Found you.
Are we clear to infiltrate?
But of course. Make yourselves at home. I have some other business to attend to, so I'll leave you to yours.
Ooh, alright. Cleared out those guards.
Alright, let's do a quick save here.
Take a nice little rest, sip some ebony, flip through a magazine. Those get me every single time. Oops. There we go. Alright, here goes nothing. Actually, let me check the map really quick. I just want to see if there is... Yep, there's not really a vending machine nearby.
Alright, I'm just gonna continue on with the story.
Yes, I think I'm ready. I hope I'm ready.
You have. All the better to look down upon these enslaved subjects from. Time to call in a favor with the king and have him summon my beloved brother.
So I really do think that two things really drove Ardyn nuts. One was when he corrupted a Freet and got 2,000 years of history.
Something wrong, officer?
Ah, you must be His Majesty.
Oh!
Pleased to make your acquaintance. Why are you here?
Why, for you.
The Royal Arms?
Oh!
Who are you? You ought to know, being a man of royal blood yourself.
Adagium.
In the flesh. Here to bring the bloodline of Lucis to an end.
No, I forgot about going in
On my honor as king,
and doing my dissension level. Oh well, we'll see how I do.
Thing to say to your own flesh and blood.
Ooh, a fight amongst kings.
Over here. This is going to hurt. Take this.
Ouch, that straw hat and lightning do not go together.
Take this.
Probably should have changed that out before I came to fight Regis.
Here goes. Such power. I'm afraid that
Oops, yep, I went that way. Thank you.
not bad. Too slow. Here goes.
Alright, I might actually waste one of my, Oh, I don't want to waste a high potion. We'll just do a potion.
Try this.
Ooh. But I do think the second thing was seeing and hearing about the Kings of Yore, and that he might actually have a chance to talk with Somnus.
Must I? Really? By whom, may I ask?
Ooh. But I hope people can see why I've always said I don't think that Ardyn's fight against Regis and Noxus was anything personal. They are really collateral damage. The whole world is collateral damage, but this is really about Somnus and Ardyn. No! That lightning is not happy. Ooh, I think I got out of that one.
What a shame. I expected more from the legendary king of Lucis.
Well, I would certainly hate to disappoint. No
Don't taunt him into phase 2! Oh jeez, he's doing Armature Unleashed! It's funny, every time I go to hit triangle, somehow I must be hitting that R2. I feel bad beating up someone who's kneeling before me. Wow, I don't even feel like he's going down. Ooh, this is certainly a fight that gets your blood going. Woo!
Say your prayers!
Ow! Ho 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 ho! Ooh.
Here goes! Try this!
No, thank you. I don't like the lightning.
Look the worse for wear.
I think it's sort of funny that Ardyn can potion.
Are you so confident in your so misguided?
Alright, one more potion. Then I'll start dealing with the consequences of my death. Stop shadow warping away from him and actually hit him! He's down!
I won't give up the fight.
It's really okay with me if you do. Ooh, this does not look good. I'm glad I moved away.
Not close.
Regis was no slouch, though, going toe-to-toe with the Gaudium.
It's over.
Alright, one high potion. Good timing on that.
This wall shan't fall.
Oh, don't put up a wall!
You're mine.
I wonder if I can Ifrit through this. Let's see if Ifrit can hit through the wall. Seems like a good time to call in the god, right?
Take this.
That totally worked! Okay, I feel mildly bad.
Give up. Can't let him win.
I did. I affrighted him. You can really see what I mean, that 70% of the story is in these DLCs, and it's why I always encourage people to play. Yes, the game had problems. Yes, the game had moments where it was incomplete. But really, the DLC fill in so many of those holes, and it's such a rich story when you start putting all the pieces together. Wow, I'm just getting my butt handed to me. Alright. Woo! No, it's the spicy one! No, get away from him! Okay.
Try this.
Oh my gosh, he had so few hit points left. Come on, dude! No! Lightning sword. Not very pretty, but I got it done.
Done already? But the fun's just begun. Summon the old wall.
How do you know about that?
I've heard the souls of kings reside within those statues. Of course, that's only hearsay. Why not summon the wall so we can see for ourselves? What I wouldn't give for a chance to speak with the Fountain King himself.
Oh, he's so mad.
Somnus! The longer you wait, the longer he'll suffer!
And I think this points out something that went through main game too. The kings of yore really do not move until their plans and their kings are in dire, dire jeopardy.
Is he dead?
Oh, no!
Oh dear. Perhaps I don't know my own strength. Huh. Well, I'm waiting.
Oh, Ardyn is so mad.
Brother.
Somnus.
Oh, Somnus!
Haven't seen you for years. 2000. And whose fault do you think that is? Who could have exiled me as a monster and erased me from the face of history?
You were tainted, unfit to sit the throne.
Oh,
Please,
really?
brother, return to the darkness once you can.
Now? But I'm having so much fun! To think I get the pleasure of killing you myself! What's wrong, dear brother? Too afraid to put down your expensive toy and come face me yourself? Let the game...
This is no beginning. Only the end. This is preposterous. How could one so impure possess such power?
I think it's so sad that Somnus is still calling him impure. Ah, just the sheer arrogance. Alright, you are awfully large to go missing. Where are you?
I was right to have sealed you away. You truly are a monster, brother.
Yeah, you killed the love of his life, and then you stabbed him, and when he failed to die,
Matched.
you locked him in a prison for 2,000 years. I'm not thinking he's the one in the wrong here, dude. Yeah, someone in chat says Somnus believes his own propaganda. Right.
Where's your head?
Yes! I'm gonna ifrit you too, just because I can.
This ends now.
It's amazing how tiny Ifrit is compared to him. Ouch! Somnus and his stumpy
The
boots.
gods blessed you as their chosen. The people adored you as their savior. I was neither powerful nor popular. Just envious, perhaps.
He does have a big ego.
Don't make me
I find that so sad. He basically admits he was just envious. Oh. Alright, let's see what I got. I'm gonna save my stuff for now. Oh, Somnus! Somnus! So I am planning on doing the Comrades DLC after this as well, and there is a spot where you can go fight Somnus as much as you want. I spend a lot of time in there. I admit it. Oh, I love that I can stay pretty much airborne, avoid getting hit, and just sit here and pound on him. Ouch, except when he does that.
I am desperate to be special, yet I have nothing to set me apart.
Oh, I'm so sorry you couldn't be special, so you tortured everyone around you.
to my arms.
Oh, that does not look good.
I'll cut you down!
Oh, yeah, that one hurt. I tried to avoid it. Oh, come on. Fine, at least hit him in the boots if you're gonna sit here and do this. Oh, come on, stab him in the boots. There we go. And you can hear that beautiful music starting up in the background too. I think one of the most surprising things to me about episode Ardyn was definitely this gorgeous soundtrack and the music. And it really brings home in main game when you first go back to Insomnia and it's playing Somnus, just that gorgeous operatic. Oh, dang it. Couldn't quite see to get away from that one. Alright, come on, I need to get up again. Thank you. Oh. There we go. No, stay up. Whew. Ouch! That one really sent me flying.
When I first donned the crown and put on the ring, when I first received my calling, I understood that the demons could not be allowed to remain in this world. That a sinner could not be allowed to sit the throne!
But you had no proof I was a sinner,
Fairy
dude.
tales and fallacies. All of it. Not bad.
I am so with Ardyn. Fairy tales. Ouch. That would hurt. Trying to get close enough to get up again. In its own way, this is one of the most emotional, impacting fights, I think, of the whole thing. a moment I remember. Oh, just, I want to tear this person apart so badly. As badly as I wanted to take Ardyn apart when I was playing episode Ignis. And it's so amazing to me that they could take an antagonist and make me care this much. I love that when he throws me away, I just turn into mist and gently float down. Nope, move. There we go. At least I got away from that one. Whew.
Behold! Over here! This raging nation to the ground.
Oh. Appropriate uses of the 3 Hellfire. Oh, I wanted that quick time event.
What I did to you was unforgivable. But I did it for the future of our kingdom, of our people.
A small sacrifice for the good of society. How noble.
Our line has done everything in our power to protect our people, just as the gods bade. I was merely fulfilling my calling.
And here I thought I was the Blessed One, but it was you all along.
I dare not ask your forgiveness. I do ask your understanding.
Oh, I understand, and I am not forgiving.
What? You took everything from me. Everything. And you ask my understanding?
I pray your soul find repose, brother.
I want to strangle him again. And so there is a point here that Somnus looks very much like Noctis. Oh, getting ready to kill the king. So of course Bahamut doesn't show up until his plans are going to be spoiled. Because if Regis died here, Noctis would not have been born.
All my honor is the Great Keeper Bahamut. I shall not let thee become a slayer of kings.
Someone in chat says, oh look, Bahamut found out his toy got out. That's hilarious. And see, here's that in-between, which is really interesting that Ardyn can talk to Bahamut
did the
here.
gods deny me my revenge?
Because thou hast been chosen to serve a different purpose. To spread darkness throughout the world is thy true calling.
Say what?
The true king will be born unto Lucis. He shall lead the people as their beacon of hope and drive away the darkness. In turn, thou shalt be his sacrifice, the limitless shadow that ushers in the light.
Why must I continue to suffer? Have I not already sacrificed enough?
The true king awakens, summoning the power of his forebears. He shall, at last,
And now Noctis is one of the few people who can relieve the suffering by killing both his physical and going into the beyond to kill
shall come to
his spiritual.
and the revenge thou seekest shall finally be found.
Yeah, and someone says they think this was Bahamut's plan before Ardyn was locked up. I agree.
You say I am not the savior of man.
But this is a
but his
truly shitty
sacrificial
fate.
lamb. And that I live only to die by the hand of the heir to an ill-gotten throne.
It's my job to be the bad guy
That
and
is
then be the
fate
sacrificial
the
lamb.
gods have chosen
I'm totally
to
with you,
bestow
dude.
upon me.
Defy thy destiny if thou dare, but know that it will grant thee a life of darkness.
And this is a threat. Defy your destiny, but if you do so, you will never die. I will keep you alive until you do what I'm telling you to do. I mean, it's horrible. And so this is back to where you have your choice to submit and you have your choice to resist. Always resisting is the correct choice in these games, in my opinion. If you submit, I will say Ardyn pretty much tips his hat and says, fine, as long as I can have my revenge, we're good. But we're gonna resist.
Not once have I begged the gods for such a blessing. And I do not intend to kneel before you now.
Woo! Yeah, and someone in chat says they think it was supposed to be Somnus and it became Noctis. I agree.
I'm a monster.
Oh!
The path men tread was never meant for me. Mine is paved with
And
blood
this is where
and
Bahamut lost
darkness.
control over Ardyn.
If thou wilt fight against fate, so shall it be.
And this is where the Fate War starts. Oh, he is such an ass! And this part hurts. Ardyn knows this is a fake era. He notices she's a ghost.
Won't you free me from this curse? Pierce my heart if you must, but you will never kill my resolve.
The gods who rule above and the men who reign below shall lend their strength to the King of Kings.
Now, if you hear that rumble, that's
Only a
Bahamut's
fool
voice.
would defy such opposition. Though mankind may not realize, everything in this world is preordained.
And Era was moving
Man
like a doll.
exists solely by the grace of the gods and cannot live without. Resist if thou must, but know thy struggles are in vain.
Oh! And now you understand why he was a ball of madness and rage all through 15. Like, I hear you, Ardyn. I get you. Oh, that sucks. I can't believe Bahamut used a puppet of the love of his life to torture him.
Alive. Oh, does it matter? Perhaps not.
I mean, what do you do with that?
Nothing matters. None of it. Not the blessed gods above, nor the accursed kings below. To hell with them all.
And I love that he's walking out of Angel Guard, proving once again that that's apparently where the holy spiritual plane exits onto Eos. I will admit, I'm not sure what to make
All
of this
that matters
part.
is I have my revenge. I will spread this scourge across the earth, lure out this king of light, and kill him. Then, the entire world of Eos will be drenched in the darkness of despair for time eternal.
I think my interpretation of this is him just getting rid of his attachments. Sort of shattering with Era, shattering with Somnus. This is obviously where he's kind of lost it. One of the most brilliantly written antagonists I've ever seen, and it drives me crazy when people say he's so shallow and has no history. Oh, I am still so emotional. Yeah, someone in chat just put little emoji faces that are like surprised eyes and then a sad face. Yeah, I mean, when you understand this character, what he's doing, he chose to go to war against the gods because every fate he was given was shitty. And then he runs into Noctis, and Noctis happened to look just like Somnus, and that is Ardyn's kind of sore point as well. And I think he couldn't resist torturing Noctis a little bit because he looked so much like Somnus would have if he'd been able to torture Somnus. 2,000 years, my heart just aches for him. And I think to an extent, part of the reason that he stabbed Luna as well was he saw so much of himself in her, a naive healer listening to the gods, just doing her calling and always spouting how important fate was. And he's like, you don't understand how bad this is, and the gods are not worth worshipping. And it just fits like a puzzle piece to the rest of the story. That's why I absolutely think this is where they were going. I really wish they had been able to finish the last 3 DLCs. They would have been phenomenal. They would have rounded this story out and made it, I mean, it still is one of the greatest games of all time, in my humble opinion. But I am sad that we will never get to play the other episodes. And shoving the King of Light into the crystal so that the prophecy could happen and Ardyn could go to war with the crystal and Bahamut. I was like, I don't care, but I am not letting the gods win. I kind of like to think that Ardyn and Noctis could have become really great drinking buddies if Noctis had the ring and offered to summon Somnus so Ardyn could just punch him in the face every once in a while. I know it's not nice, but I feel like that could have been a bargaining chip. Oh, such an amazing, beautiful story.
Oh, and they're bringing us
I'm
back to
afraid
the
you're
throne
out of
scene.
luck.
Off my chair, Jester. The king sits there.
Oh, says the usurper's child. Ah! Oh, and I remember how proud I was of Noctis when he said that, and now they've done a complete perspective shift, and everything is just different and horrifying. The nightmare ends. Wow. So they did do they were going to do 3 more DLCs, and unfortunately those did not get made. New information added to the data log, new hat shops open for business. Just working my way back to the title screen here. After centuries of suffering, Ardyn prepares to finally free himself from the shackles of a cruel fate by killing the King of Light. Oh, and you see this beginning where he was so peaceful and he and Era were together. Okay, I'm not going to cry. So I did want to say, I do highly recommend reading Dawn of the Future. And one of the interesting things is the very first chapter is episode Ardyn, and I recommend reading it for more in-depth knowledge of what was happening. But I did really quickly on stream want to sort of read the end here and then read the inside flap just to give you an idea of why I really do think that this book is the 3 DLCs that weren't released and is the capstone of the series. And so we go back to the throne room where Ardyn is sitting there waiting for Noctis, and he's preparing to say that lovely phrase, I'm afraid you're out of luck. And so I'm just going to read this from Dawn of the Future. And when Bahamut lost control of Ardyn, when Ardyn chose to fight his fate, Bahamut needed to find another healer who would take over Ardyn's fate. And I think that's really where it suddenly changed the timelines and we get this little tiny difference. So from Dawn of the Future, do hurry, Noct, was his constant wish. I am ever so anxious to see you again. Thus Ardyn sat in unwavering desire, waiting for the one fated to approach his throne. When the day finally came and the doors were pushed wide by hands wearied beyond their years, he knew precisely how he'd begin. I'm afraid you're out of luck. The observation was true not only for the guest but for the speaker too. The one you hope to see, Ardyn continued, is not here, nor is the one I wish to see, he added, though not aloud. The visitor before him was not the one he had long awaited. This was something quite different from the reunion the god of war had promised. A laugh Ardyn could not suppress rose from his chest. It seemed the gods could not dictate the future with the precision that they claimed. Either that, or the fate they decreed had gone off course. It was a reunion that could not be explained in any other way. Ah, but do pardon my surprise, he said, at this most unexpected development. There she stood in defiance of death. A death of which he was certain, for it had come at his own hands that day in Altissia. How very nice it is to see you again, Lady Lunafreya. And thus that is the only difference to this series that leads to Dawn of the Future, is when Ardyn defied his fate, the gods saved Luna so that she could take it over. And I did just really quickly want to read the inside flap of Dawn of the Future as well, because I think it touches on a lot of the things that I've been saying. So the inside flap says, to oppose the gods or yield to fate? That is the question confronting each of the characters in the Dawn of the Future. Ardyn, having saved countless lives from the Star Scourge, means to become the founder king of Lucius, and instead is cast into tragic exile. On the day the Empire falls, as the Imperial capital collapses around them, Commodore Aranea is entrusted with the life of a singular young girl, and that would be Sol, who I was talking about as the inheritor of Niflheim. The Oracle Lunafreya, upon awakening from the slumber of death, discovers that her body has undergone an extraordinary transformation, and after gazing upon the eternal, Noctis the true king finally comes to terms with his destiny. Herein lies the stories of the dawning of a new world in Final Fantasy 15. So once again, highly recommend the book. I think it fits like a glove on a hand. Like I said, it's a puzzle piece. I have no doubts it does not feel appended to me at all. I think that those 3 DLCs would have been the phenomenal true ending, although the other ending is still valid and legitimate, as I've discussed. I think they're just 2 different fate branches. But on that note, we only have 1 more DLC for Comrades. If you've joined my stream and, for Final Fantasy 15, which is Comrades. If you joined my stream tonight and you like the way that I do things, I'm generally streaming from 7 to 8:30 p.m. Mountain Time on Mondays, and I am uploading all of my my videos raw. I can't even talk anymore. All of my raw streams to YouTube. In case anyone wants to skip past some of the battles where I'm just flopping around like a fish on the battlefield, or when I get lost in dungeons. I always appreciate the support, some likes and subscribes here and there. And I really just hope that everyone's enjoying this stream, has enjoyed my exploration of this really lore-rich game. And I want to say thank you to everyone who's supporting me, who's showing up to my streams, who's keeping chat alive. I really do appreciate seeing you all, and I look forward to it every week. So on that note, it's 8:47. I think I'll go ahead and stop my stream here, and I will see you all in a week.